Signs of or what should a person be looking for if they're discerning priesthood? So if a young man is thinking about that, what are some?
Yeah, I think of the qualities of a man who's discerning priesthood. I think he should first and foremost be a man of prayer. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think he should be somebody who has an active interest in the prerogatives of the Lord, and he should seek out those prerogatives in Eucharistic adoration, even if it's just sitting in front of the Blessed Sacrament in the tabernacle of the church for 10, 15 minutes daily. I think that that's very becoming for somebody who is looking to become a priest. Fulton Sheen was very much fond of the holy hour in the life of a priest, and I think for maybe someone who's 16 to 18, that might be kind of daunting, but that's what if someone's serious about priesthood, they would be working towards that. So you definitely want to foster that Eucharistic devotion in your life, and John Paul II was very big on Eucharistic devotion. Yes. I think every pope since and before. So we definitely want to keep the Eucharist at the center of our lives. It's really kind of the center of our priestly hearts. And so so I'd say prayer is essential. Also, I would think it's important for a young man who is thinking about the priesthood to be involved in his parish. Specifically, if you're starting to become a diocesan priest, and maybe we can talk about the distinction a little bit more later.
A lot.
I'm the vocation director for the Diocese of San Angelo, and so a lot of my work is specifically trying to foster vocations through the diocesan priesthood. What does that mean? Well, so I'm a priest in the Diocese of San Angelo. I will forever serve, ideally, more than likely, in the Diocese of San Angelo. I will not leave the geographical boundaries of West Texas. I will live and probably die here.
I was born in this hole, and I'll die in this hole.
And that's okay, because I love West Texas. And so most of my ministry will be concentrated in parishes. I will be a parish priest serving in parishes throughout West Texas. Lord knows where, but it'll be somewhere.
Awesome.
And so that's a particular charism of diocesan priesthood, is parish priesthood and serving in a geographical area. Another aspect of priesthood is religious priesthood. And so you might have heard of groups like Dominicans, Franciscans, Benedictines, and all these different groups have different charisms that might not be related to a diocese and might not be related to a parish. Some of them are teachers. Some of them have a particular ministry to the poor. So I think it's important to keep those different charisms in mind. So if a man is open to the priesthood, I think that's that first gate, if you will, and then even beyond that. Okay, so but what is the Lord asking me to do with that priesthood, and what does that priesthood look like? I think that might be the second question.
You see, there's kids that are participating in the mass, and they're being altar servers and such, and so I've seen other parents of not even their own children say, have you ever thought about being a priest?
The invitation is huge.
Yeah, the invitation is huge. The invitation was so essential in my own life.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's important for a young man to be involved in his parish. Regardless if he's going to be a diocesan priest or a religious priest, I think that parish work is so essential. Serve as a lector, serve as an altar server, serve as an extraordinary minister for Holy Communion, whatever the Lord might be calling you to do in your parish. I think that's going to be very fruitful. I myself was very much involved in youth ministry. I was very much involved in a retreat team growing up at St. Joseph's Parish in Odessa. Shout out to everyone out there.
Hello? What's that?
So it was instrumental in my life, and so the parish I think is really kind of the foundation of a vocation. I think a guy should be plugged into that. So prayer and the parish life. I also think that a young man should talk to a priest about his calling.
What do you do all day?
What do you do all day? And I actually met with a young man this last week, and he was 16 years old. He lives in San Angelo. I won't say who he is, but pray for him. And but that was a question he had. He said, "So you say mass, and then what do you do?
What do you do all day?
What do you do all day? Yeah, so
PlayStation.
So I load up the Switch and go at it. I only do that in the evening. But those are good, realistic questions, and I think that you're not going to find the answer to those things unless you ask a priest. And I think it's good to foster good relationships with priests, right? The priest shouldn't be the guy in the rectory, who you just kind of see on Sunday morning. If you're thinking about the priesthood, seek that guy out.
Hang out
get
with
to
him.
know him. Get to know him.
Invite him over for a meal.
Invite him over for a meal.
One of the secular phrases is, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around. So, hang around priests.
If one of those is priest, a couple of those are priests.
You're in good shape there.
Yeah.